Your thoughts. Firstly, congratulations on the win, and if we could just get your thoughts on the performance and result.
I thought that again, one of the ethos of our club and of the teams that we have is always just work ethic, team unity, positivity, accountability, responsibility, and I thought that in all those facets we showed that this evening. I think the shift that the players put in, the tactical discipline, the tactical awareness that we applied, especially without the ball, I thought was really, really good. We knew that they would have a lot of possession and would move the ball around well, which I thought they did, but we held our sort of structure really well, and we obviously looked dangerous on transition moments. That was always going to be the sort of key element in us, getting one over Pirates. Just really proud of the hard work that the players put in pre-season, and obviously to start the season at home with a win against Stellenbosch Pirates, I think is just really good. The challenge is always, Wednesday we play away to Polokwane City. It's just making sure that the same type of work ethic and sort of attitude and discipline that we showed this evening, we need to carry through to the next game. So yeah, really pleased with the performance of all the players, the shift they put in. There's a lot of changes we made to the squad. We brought in 10 players. A guy like Sukhoto only arrived a couple of days back. We only yesterday got the work permits for some of our foreign players. It wasn't easy preparations through some of the sort of pre-season. But yeah, I can just really be only proud of the players this evening. The shift that they put in. That's it.
All right, questions?
Performances in the middle there.
Yes, obviously really proud of both Thabo as well as Ishmael Toure. Ishmael got the man of the match, and I thought it was well deserved. He's just, we've always really wanted a centre back that had that sort of presence and that physical sort of attributes and the quality. And so when he was available and we went in the market and got Toure, it was a big signing for us. I think Thabo, also a really quality footballer, calm, is a good leader, a good communicator on the field of play, has come through some good structures in terms of his upbringing. Technically very good player. So the two of them to start, one of our Achilles heel last season was just, we conceded too many goals, 38. It was something that we need to be improving on. To keep a clean sheet against a really good team like Pirates was testimony to their debuts. I thought they had really good debuts. I thought Janino Palace had a really good debut as well. To all the debutants today, really good performances. The old team, the youngsters, they're all maturing, getting grown up. To see Jaden Adams, Devin Titus, Antonio van Wyk get on the score sheet. It's good to see that sort of hard work we've put in with them for many years will reap the rewards, and I see many of them making their mark this season in the league.
One aspect, Steve, was Pearl Raiders got really bottled up by Sabisi. I mean, who is probably one of the top defenders in the league. But do you expect the season that Oak's going to be right on top of him and just give him absolutely no look at it all?
If I was opposition teams, I would do that because he is dangerous. Iki knows where the goal is, so if given a bit of time and space. So obviously last season, I think he came back and was a bit of an unknown quantity again and had a really good run. So it won't be as easy. So, however, if that's the case, we can use him also as a decoy, as a player that if, they're going to be that tight on him, it does then create space for others. And, it's nice for a player like Devin. For Antonio to get on the score sheet. Devin scored 7 goals last season. We've brought in KG. We've got 2 foreigners, and Aniset Ura and Salifu Koli, and the young Tulani Mini, Andre de Jong, who didn't start. So I think in attack we've got a lot of different options, a lot of variety, and I think part of our strategy and going forward is to have that momentum into matches. You play 3 matches this coming week, that ability to, by the 3rd game of the week, to bring on fresh legs. So hopefully that will play in our favour. But they are probably the most difficult team to score against besides Sundowns. So, they are very organised defensively. Koki and Sabisi are really good centre-backs. So not easy for players like Iki this evening. Hopefully in other matches, maybe there's a bit more space and time.
Coach Mendieta, obviously well prepared for this game because Sage didn't have much to do. Did it help that you had so much access to their preseason to see what they were doing?
Yes, it definitely did help. I don't think they had the same on us, but yeah, we did our analysis on them. You know, what they like to do is get their fullbacks high. They like to tuck in Saleng and Maswan Ganye and Makaringa. We thought maybe it would be Dlamini or Ndondolo in that, but Makaringa, so then, you know, they almost play with 3 10s with Lepas up front. So the plan was to just, you know, block that sort of middle pass. Once it went out wide, shuffle and deny them. So if you look at the amount of possession they had and a team like Pirates, you know, they obviously hit the post. A great tackle at the end, near the end by Toure. But besides that, did Sage really have a lot to do? I don't think so. We didn't test their keeper either much, but sometimes in these games, one chance, one opportunity, you take it and it's enough.
David.
Coach, Serpota came on as a sub. You know, how happy are you that you secured the signing? When we spoke last year, it was still not, and you made 10 signings. Are you done now this window?
Yes, I believe we're done. We've got a full squad now, so it was good for us late to get Serpota. Obviously, he's not as match fit and sharp as he can be. He didn't play too many friendlies whilst they were sort of on tour. So we need to get him to a good level, but I think he'll add a lot of excitement, a lot of value to the team. You know, he's got ability to go past, he's got pace. That's the way we sort of play the game with our front players, you know, with a lot of energy. You know, there's not one outfield player in our squad that's, you know, over the age of 29. So it's a youthful, exuberant, young squad with a lot of running in them. So hopefully, you know, we can do that. And if we can get the crowd behind us, I think there can be some exciting times ahead. But obviously one win doesn't make, you know, it's early days. It's we need to stay grounded. We need to stay humble, you know, enjoy the win. But know that we've got 2 big games coming up, Wednesday and MTN next week, Sunday.
Coach, obviously seeing Tony on the score sheet and mentioning all these wingers that you've signed, is this a bit of a plan of yours as well to put pressure on them, Tony and Devon, to actually even raise their game further, like you were saying? Yeah,
I think we've been part of the makeup of the squad was to have depth in every position. I mean, we've brought in Basil Mpashlele, you know, a really good right back. Sibanda at left back, you know, is good cover and will give competition to Basadin, and up front exactly the same. So, you know, I think we've got obviously the foreign wingers, and that will take a bit of time for them to sort of integrate and get used to the league and that. But besides the competition, it's the ability. We play so many games with the MTN and the Carling and the league before the end of December, that ability to rotate and have fresh running legs with the quality that they bring is part of the plan. Yeah.
Coach, last night was a bit of a strange one, seeing Mendieta in different colours and not seeing him here today. It's been a while that he's been not part of the setup, like being part of your side. How difficult was it for you to see him go, or to allow him go, rather? Yeah,
for me it was difficult. I mean, you know, he was our talisman last year. He was involved in many goals and assists. Besides that, you know, his aerial ability defensively and his fighting attitude and every day at training, what he brings. So it was not easy to see a player of his quality leave. But yeah, it maybe just highlights the quality that Sundowns have, and that our sort of first name on the team sheet every week wasn't able to get on the starting team. But yeah, you know, sometimes players, he's left South America to come and sort of forge a life for him and his family. And the opportunity that Sundowns gave him, we could not stand in his way. But yeah, it is not easy to lose quality like that.
Steve, that finish from Van Wyk was really your only chance of the night. It's in stark contrast to maybe sitting here 2 seasons ago where you had hundreds of fabulous chances. They went all over the place. Is this the new Stellenbosch?
Yeah, I hope so, Mark. It's we had some seasons where we struggled, but it wasn't just due to really poor play. We just didn't have the ability to take our chances. And since I think the beginning of this year, when Ikram arrived, our conversion rate and chances taken has increased massively. Yeah, that's never easy to do. but it does help. You know, like you say, not create too many chances today, but the one that we did get, we took, and that will help us a lot if that can continue.
Last round of questions. Anyone?
Springboks, are they leading or what's the score?
Coach, you said obviously the defense was a problem. You signed 2 centre backs that got relegated. The right back was in the NFT. But does that speak to your scouting system and how much you trust them?
Yeah, I think even last season we brought in a couple of players from Baroka, where there was Mgaga and Sibia, amongst others. So yeah, sometimes, you know, we're a club that do our sort of analysis on data and players, and often players that you do want in your team are players that other clubs aren't going to be letting go. So we've got to be in a position to find those that clubs are releasing and are willing to let go, and maybe are not seen as much as maybe what other clubs know of them. So I thought, you know, Tabu and Ture were really astute signings. And Ginino Palace, you know, similar. They were from Maritzburg, did get relegated, unfortunately for them. But yeah, if you look at the amount of players Maritzburg have moved on to PSL teams, you do wonder how their season maybe, you know, turned out the way it did. But yeah, it is part. Even, you know, some of the players that we've brought in that didn't play this evening. A player like Tulani Mini, for me, one of the most talented youngsters. You know, he got his clearance from Chipper, so you know, when those players become available on a free, you know, Sohota, you know, we pounce on those. It's the way we have to do things.
Stephen?
Coach, you've been very vocal with your support for Mendieta. Tomorrow they play for you. Just a message to them.
Yeah, what a massive achievement making the second round. So yeah, we will wake up and watch and support. For me, the last week, you know, with the Proteas as well as Banyana playing all in the month of August, you know, it just all like really puts a lot of sort of things into context, and for them to have achieved what they have thus far. And I honestly believe that we have a chance against Netherlands. So we wish them all the best. Wish Desiree a lot after the first 2 games. You know, you read media, there was a lot of negativity around the team, and we're leading and why we're losing when we're leading, etc. So, you know, she's had to come through a lot as a coach, but to have got us to where we have, well done to her, and I can only wish her the best. Is it tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock?
No, the last question here. Still wanna...
I'll be reading your tweets to see if you're awake.
I just wanted to ask, what do you feed Ox, Coach?
No, we don't know. We're scared that guy's testosterone levels must be very high. Yeah, no, he's a machine. Yeah, he doesn't cease to amaze me. And everyone else seems to get a little bit slower. He just gets even stronger. So maybe that's why he's called the Oxer.
Sorry, Rob, we've got to get Pirates in as
Thank
well.
you.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you very much.